What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, Anthony here. So if you ask the experts what the best category to start with is when starting out on Amazon FBA, most of them will tell you books. And the reason is because they're plentiful, they're cheap, and when you're gated in most other categories, normally you're still allowed to sell books, so it's just a good place to start. Now the question is, how do you prep these books before you send them into Amazon to be fulfilled? So I'm going to show you 4 ways to do just that. Quick note, this is not a video about grading books. If you need some help there, just drop a comment down below and maybe I can make a video about that in the future. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to show you 4 different methods and you just have to choose which one works better for your situation. You may be asking yourself why I have 4 copies of the Russell Brand book, Bookie Wookie 2. That is because this was a bad buy a couple years ago. They were $1 a piece, I didn't look them up, and I should not have bought them. So right after this video, these are getting put in the Goodwill box and they are out of here. Method number 1, the get them in, get them out method. This is just basically taking your FN SKU off of your 30 up labels or your Dymo labels or whatever you're using and sticking it right over the barcode. Now I could see this being a good method if you are dealing with high volume, low profit books. Basically when your situation is you want to put as little time and money into your prepping as possible because you're only making $1 or $2 per book. And this is definitely the easiest of the 4 methods. You just want to make sure that you get that FN SKU label right over the barcode. Method number 2, the dusty warehouses are icky method. Now, warehouses are dusty, and one way to protect your inventory is to use a poly bag. So the first thing you want to do, just like the other method, take off your FN SKU label, put it over the barcode, put it in a poly bag with your suffocation label on the front so you're not covering up your new label. Drop it in there, make sure there's less than 3 inches of hangover on each side. And even though these are self-seal bags, I like to use an impulse sealer just to really seal them up. There we go, there's method 2. This is probably the method that I use the most often. It keeps your books clean and ready to go for the customer and doesn't take a whole lot of extra time or materials. Also, there are links down below for the impulse sealer I use as well as the bags that I use. Method number 3, the keep them corners sharp method. So with this method, you're going to want to use a little bubble wrap. And the reasoning is, if your book is dropped or handled roughly, you want your cover to stay intact. Now that won't matter on every book, but it obviously does matter on some. So then once it's bubble wrapped, I like to take a little bit of my stretch wrap. Take your FN SKU label, just like before. Put it over where the barcode is, because I'm sure you can still see the barcode a little bit through there. At this point, I go ahead and pop it in the poly bag. See there? I did it wrong. You want to make sure that your suffocation label is on the front, so your label can still be scanned. Impulse sealer, and I seal her up. And now that one is good to go. This is a method I use quite a bit because I'm generally paranoid and my profit goals are usually a little higher than $1 or $2, so I do like to keep the books in as good a condition as possible. And the last method, the I don't trust anyone to handle my valuable book, even though I'm paying Amazon a hefty commission to do just that method. Now with this method, again, we're going to need some bubble wrap. Then we're going to need our stretch wrap. Then we're going to need our FN SKU label, cover up the barcode, and then because this is for people that do not trust the warehouse conditions and do not trust the warehouse workers, we're going to use a box. Now box will depend on the size of the book. There's the dimensions of this box, 11 3/4 by 8 by 4 3/4. Take some packing paper. Then we're going to take our box resizer, again link in the description. Take our trusty knife. Cut up from the corners, fold the box down, at this point we take another FN SKU label and stick it right on the box. And now you're ready to go. You can even put a sticker on here that says ready to ship or do not separate. But if you remember, I did stick another FN SKU label on the book itself, so if something happened to where this box did get opened, there's still a label on the book, so it'll still be part of your inventory. In my opinion, this method is definitely overkill, but if your book is valuable enough and you want to take the time, I do not blame you. So basically what it comes down to is, as long as the book has the FNSKU label covering up the barcode, and as long as you feel confident that that book's going to get to where it's going without any problems, then the choice is up to you. My general rule with everything FBA is prep it how you would like to receive it. You can't usually go wrong with that method. So that's what I got for you today. As always, if you find this kind of content helpful, liking the video, leaving a comment down below, or subscribing to the channel really goes a long way, so I really appreciate that. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.